All right. What do you say we do this, team? We're going to finish up. We're going to finish up our party. And I'm very curious to see who's going to round out our crew of our gladiator, multi-class light cleric champion fighter, our researcher, gold dragon blood sorcerer tiefling. I'm sorry, so we had a gladiator, champion fighter, light cleric, rock gnome, and a pirate, Way of the Four Elements monk tiefling. So, you think it's going to be a multi-class? Well, Sierra, if you want to roll it, you absolutely may. Let me open up our manual of player character golems, and you can be the first to get us going. I need an exclamation point 1D100 roll in chat, and let's find out if we do in fact. We don't have a multi-class character, but we do have a male character. Now, when Rosewolf rolled it, she got 101 on the 100-sided die. Rip Artist, will you please give me a 1D9 roll in chat? Lands on a 1. A Dragonborn. This would be something if we have a gold Dragonborn. All right, well, let's do this. We have 10 different Durgans here. Rip Artist, can I get a D10 roll to determine which kind of Dragonborn we're getting? A gold Dragonborn. Hold on a minute. We have a phrase for that in our workshop. Everyone, some channels have OWOs. Some channels even have UWOs. In this channel, we have Iwis. Iwi stands for It Writes Itself. The story writes itself, everyone. Huskies. May I please have a D100 roll to get the alignment of our character? 21, we are neutral good. Neutral good, medium, male, gold, Dragonborn, level 11. All right. Belladonna, may I please have a percentile roll to find out if this Dragonborn is going to be taking any feats or is going all ability score improvements? Uh, 64. Oh, we're so close. But it looks like we're au natural. We are going to be just adding to stats. Oh, Iron Chef Lord is locking in a class roll. Okay. Sierra. Oh wait, Sierra already rolled. Rez, may I please have a 1d20 roll in chat as we keep this humming along? Lands on the 13, an Outlander. And there's a particular kind of Outlander that we will be. Roll 1d10 for me, Rez, so that we may know our Outlanderness. Outlander 3. Now, we'll look up what that is in a moment, but let's keep this rolling. Kragar, may I? Oh, actually, I don't know if you have the volume down. GMV, can I get a 2d8 roll from you? And Grogrin, can I get a 3d6 roll from you? Well, too bad, GMV. You gotta do it anyway. Let's give this character some character. Personality bot says 9 and 5. All right, so 9 is going to be a 1d8 reroll, or you can choose which Outlander personality besides number 5 you want the character to have, GMV. So it's either a reroll, or you can choose yourself a non-5. Okay, we're going 8. 8 and 5. Grogrin gives us your ideal is 2, your bond is 1, and your flaw is 6. All right. Dilly, this is something that if you have the time for it, I got to sit down with you and go over. There's probably been a couple books that have come out that haven't been rolled into the system here. Ooh, there's a cat around. I know it. I saw him earlier. He was in my lap, right? You heard him. Oh, well. Now, for class, that was a roll that was locked in by Iron Chef Lord. Iron Chef, will you please roll 1d12? Lands on a 5. A fighter. All right. And which fighter are we going to have? Iron Chef, 1d3, please. One. We are a Battlemaster fighter. Who else is here? Who has not rolled yet? Ketup, I don't know if you want to get in on this. Well, no, you're editing. You keep working on what you're doing for your client. I don't know if Coffee Cat is still here, or who else is out there? We have 28 of you. Who hasn't rolled yet and would like to? Coffee Cat, all right. 1d6, please. Lands on a 4. We are great weapon fighting. Great weapon fighting. All right. Heretic Trance. 1d100, please. Lands on a 62. We have a middle-aged Dragonborn. A middle-aged Dragonborn. And that is going to put us, let's see, 38 plus 1d16. Heretic Trance, give me a 1d20 roll, please. 6. We have a 44-year-old gold Dragonborn. His height... Heretic, knock this out of the park. I need a 2d8 and then a 2d6 from you, Heretic. Woo! Heretic likes him tall. So we're adding 16 inches to his height. So we are 6'10". And then we're gonna take 16 and multiply it by 8 and add it to 175. So that's 18 times 8. So that is 128. That'd be 195 or 295. That is going to be 303. Hey, big one right here. Big old boy. All right, we have the length and the girth. I mean, the height and the weight of this good dragon born. And now it's time to explore who our character is. And to do that, we're going to pop over here. We are an Outlander. Here we go. Athletics and survival are going to be our background skills. One type of musical instrument. Rez, can I get a D10 roll from you, please? Oh, man. Heretic and Belladonna are off making food. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Just one D10. Exclamation point, 1d10. Lands on a 10. We are a tribal marauder. And our background feature is Wanderer. We can recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features. And we can find food and fresh water for ourselves and up to 5 other people each day. Homemade taco nacho platters. Ooh, very tasty. How spicy do you get with those, Rep Artist? Sesame pork rice bowls? Oh my goodness. Y'all. Now, our personality was determined by GMV reluctantly to be 8 and 5. I was, in fact, raised by, we can put it in brackets, maybe wolves. Or if not wolves, then our Dragonborn was raised by, I don't know, some other animal. And 5, I place no stock in wealthy or well-mannered folk. Money and manners won't save you from a hungry owlbear. Raised by sea monkeys? You were grilling some T-bones, Iron Chef? Thank you, Feth the Exorcist. Let's get you a shout out for that raid. And Feth, what was going on over in your corner of Twitch? Respect the raid of the respect. I respect your raid. Thank you. Welcome to the Hero Zone. Good to have you back. What were you doing on your channel, Feth? Now, his ideal is number 2. Greater good. It is each person's responsibility to make the most happiness for the whole tribe. His bond is number 1. My family, clan, or tribe is the most important thing in my life, even when they are far from me. No, you're fine, Daily. What are you painting up? You're playing Liminal Horrors, SCP-7006. Is that the title of the game itself, or Liminal Horrors is the game and you are running an SCP scenario around 7006? Yes, is the... Okay, well... Daily, it was already primed and painted out of the box. Come on. Some rando in Ohio who just goes about sending dragons to people. Oh, okay, so 706 is an actual game. Okay, all right. And how did it go? Were you able to solve the mystery or secure, contain, or protect the entity? Yeah, Bane, I'm glad you saw it. And lastly, our character's flaw is 6. Don't expect me to save those who can't save themselves. It is nature's way that the strong thrive and the weak perish. And you might say, well, hold on one rootin' tootin' minute here, cowboy. How is he neutral good and he shouldn't be expected to save people? That's dumb. You're dumb. 2 out of 10 and you're canceled on Twitter. How dare you? This is his character flaw. He may still do it. He might, have an attitude about it, or it's begrudging, or he might provide a lecture. But he does have that character flaw that he'll break from his normal, I want to make people happy, I want to help people be strong and find their way, etc., etc. Where he carries this anger or frustration that can flare up. Now, it doesn't mean he's going to run away in fear, though if it's important to save more people than someone who he thinks should be able to take care of himself, he's going to save more people by continuing the fight and letting you die. That kind of a thing. That's how it's coming across to me. Don't expect me to save those who can't save themselves, but I will go through their pockets looking for loose change. 2 players died? Beth, never kill your players. That is asking for legal trouble. Don't tell me things I might have to use against you in court. Hopefully you mean their characters died. I, I hope you did have fun, and that the character deaths were a minor setback on in the grand scheme of the story. Oh no, Feth, don't give me an acknowledging wink. What are you doing? I don't want to have to testify against you. You can't just come into a channel and say that. All right, we know who our character is now, and we can make more decisions about him based on, well, other prompts that we may receive. There were... Did I miss something else? We have the usual starting gear. Oh, wait, did we roll for our instrument? Did someone roll? Let me see if that's still in the queue of things. Did we roll for the instrument that... I don't have it in... Wait, do I? Oh, yeah, because Sarah wanted to go for multi-class. Lands on a 2. That was Gold Dragonborn. This would have been after the D20 for Outlander. D10 was that. But we didn't have another D10 for the instrument. All right, let's do this. Hey, the Thorn Eater, hello. Throwing SCP-500 to a teammate to finish the fight. Like a winning touchdown was premium highlight right next to what Buddy did with his next turn, in your humble opinion. But it's a sad smile. Thorn Eater, are you willing to tell me what's going on here? And Feth, would you please type exclamation point 1D10 for me? As we're going to get proficiency with a musical instrument. We also get a language of our choice. Let's see. Dragonborn can speak Common, Draconic, and then we get one other. I'm not going to worry about necessarily all of the starting gear. You know, we have our 10 Gapuz, but by a level 11, we probably have more. Though we do have a trophy. A hunt trophy. Or maybe something we found on a hunt that has brought some luck. This is going to be trinket number something. Oh, we have another Veal player. Oh, our pirate and our Outlander are going to get along very well with their dueling Veals. The Thorn Eater, would you please type exclamation point 1D100 into chat and let us know what our trophy is. We either got on a hunt, or maybe as a reward from a hunt, or we found something interesting while we were out hunting. Stops on an 85, and we'll check out what this lucky hunt trophy is in a moment. All right, now we know who our character is. Let's find out what our character is and see what it is that Dragonborn get for being Dragonborn. Our strength score increases by 2, and our charisma increases by 1. Our base speed is 30 feet. 0 climb. Oh, actually, well, so we have. Let me go back and do this. In character creations past, what this would indicate is you can climb at a 15, and you can swim at a 15 because it's a 2-for-1 movement. You don't technically have a climb speed, but the way that I could go over movement was by saying we have a 30 run, 15 climb, 15 swim, and 0 fly. So however you want to interpret that on your sheet, you don't have a climb speed, but you can climb at half your running speed, right? So however you want to do that, that's your call. We have our Draconic Ancestry, which is going to give us a breath weapon. DC for it is 8 plus con mod plus proficiency. So we have 8 plus con. In this case, it's going to be plus 4. We're level 11, so we have a plus 4 right now. And this is going to be for gold, a 15-foot cone. The damage increases to 3d6 and then 46 at 11th. And this is going to be 46 fire. All right. Noted. Damage resistance to fire for being gold. And we have our languages. So there we go. Okay, we know who our character is. We know what our character is. Now, how do we operate as a Battlemaster fighter? We have our proficiency down. Sorry, I missed out on some chat here. A lucky Elmirage foot, says Bagger. My Thorn Eater says my character and the other character were the last two standing, so I basically tossed Homie a full heal so they could grab the super special weapon and finish off the boss in one final blow. That is teamwork. If you don't have a natural speed in something, then that particular... Yeah, it's half the speed, right? So you can look at it this way if you want. I've been putting zeros, but traditionally I had been putting... if we had 30, then it was 15... if it's 25, it's half rounded down. So it's 12. We get D10 hit points as a fighter, and we're level 11, so we have 11 hit die. We have proficiencies with all armor and shields. No tool proficiencies. Simple and martial weapons. And our saving throws are going to be strength and con. Okay. Skills. Choose 2 from acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception, and survival. Well, we already have athletics and survival from being an Outlander, and if we look here, we were raised by wolves or some other animal. Manners won't save you from nature, because nature is scary, yo. It's each person's responsibility to make the most happiness for the tribe. Don't expect me to save those who can't save themselves, and my family is more important to me, even if they're far away. This would lean towards... well, probably animal handling if we're good around animals. And... let's see, we're a tribal marauder. So we're good at planning raids and strikes. So animal handling and intimidation might be a very good one too. Animal handling. Is he intimidating? It was, in fact, I place no stock in wealthy or well-mannered folk. Yeah. Money and manners won't save you from a hungry owlbear. We believe in the greater good. That's our ideal. It's each person's responsibility to make the most happiness. My family is the most important thing. Yeah. You won't stop me from getting to my family. I think intimidation might work here. Don't expect me to save those who can't save themselves. It's nature's way. Intimidation could also be that drill sergeant mentality of get up, move, go, go. I can't save you. You got to do it yourself. Hustle, hustle. Feth, we're randomly rolling our fourth character for a party that we're going to, well, don't tell anyone this as I haven't announced it. We're going to make a story around these four characters that we're rolling. Two in D&D and two in Liminal Horrors. At least you're being consistent, Feth. That's good. All right. Armor. I mean, we're level 11. Do we still have our chainmail? Maybe. I guess I'll just put chain here for right now. To show that we have an armor class of 16. Let's see, great weapon fighting. If you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon, oh my goodness. It's goblin mode, everyone. Use your goblin mode if you got him. Welcome, Cinderblock Sally. Thank you for joining us. It is great to have you here. Let's get our music going. Welcome. Yeah, welcome everyone. So for those of you who like monsters and adventuring, well, you've come to the right place. You are in the hallowed halls of the Hero Zone. We're going back to Hero Zone 101, how we got our start. Well, this is our 7th year, so you can do the math. By going through and using random dice rolls provided by you all, make compelling and immersive characters that may not appear as ideal, but still have great depth and are easy to pilot and make role-playing decisions for through the process that we use to get to know the character. So welcome. What was going on? Yeah, hey. So Cinder, what was happening over in your channel? Was it homebrew review? Were you working on a project? What was the feature for tonight? All right, so we are a great weapon fighter. I guess we could use a shield if we want to. You know, if we wanted to wield a battle axe or something. Oh my goodness! Ruler, thank you! Is your Ruler, is your for real? I am bigoted with excitement at Cinderblock Sally joining us, yes? Welcome, welcome! You know, we're only 16 followers away from the Tiamat giveaway as well. Now, many of you who've come over in the raid have probably followed here before too. And I appreciate Mr. Kiwi Bird. I knows you, Mr. Kiwi Bird, yes? You want to maybe all hang out together? Have a good one too, Shed. And so what's going to happen in 15 more follows, I will hit 4,000 follows here on Twitch. That is awesome. As we begin our 7th year together, and to celebrate that, I will be announcing an event that I'm going to run through the channel and our Discord, !Discord, where someone out there is going to win a $400 gargantuan pre-painted Tiamat miniature, about the size of a house cat. So we're getting closer, and all of you have helped to summon this goddess of destruction into our reality, so I clearly blame you all. And thank you for the follows, and hopefully we can see you around the Hero Zone with our interactive workshops as we explore all kinds of projects. We go on field trips together to find inspiration in the real world, to bring back fun ideas. Magic and mystery are a part of our history, along with the secret of gummy berry juice. And so all through the forest, we will sing out in chorus. Was it something as our song fills the air? Gummy bears. Yes, Rez. Though, if you want to check to be sure, that's an adventure I'll let you go on. But thank you for all of you over the years. And I have this big old Durgan who would love to have a good home. Yeah, that's right. Bouncing here and there and everywhere. Something adventure that is beyond compare. We are the Gummy Bears. Thank you, Bill. Also, as a fighter, we're getting Second Wind, Action Surge, Extra Attack ×2, because we're 11th level. We also are going to be Indomitable. And from our subclass of Battlemaster. Remember, if you're playing along at home, you have your player's handbooks out. You all have your player's handbooks, don't you? If you don't need one, I happen to know a friendly local game store guy who can get one on your table. So let's talk. I appreciate the support. From our Battlemaster subclass, we are going to get our maneuvers. So we get our original 3, then we get 2 at 7 and 2 at 10. Our superiority die, so this is going to be sup die. Superiority is expended. We have 4. Our superiority D8, we'll call it. And then our save. For our maneuvers, that could be spell if you want. But in this case, we'll just say save. Save DC is going to be 8 plus our 4. Plus either strength or dex, and we don't know which because we don't have our ability scores in our workshop are one of the last things that we worry about or install in our character. They're not nearly as important as understanding who our character is. Student of War. Ooh, we gain proficiency with a type of artisan's tools of our choice. Cinder, are you still here? And if so, can I get a... just to be safe, let's go a 2d20 roll. Exclamation point 2d20. No spaces, please. So we play the viol, and we can also use tools of some kind. Generally controlled or guided by the red res, but your Tiamat may vary depending on your world. Know your enemy, starting at 7th level. Okay, so we're going to write down that we have this. We have know your enemy. I'm trusting you all that you have your player's handbooks handy, and you can read what this does. Then we have improved combat superiority. Oh, that's right. We are up to D10s now. But we are not yet relentless. And we are taking ability score improvements instead of feats. So there we go. And then from being a Dragonborn, we already have everything installed mechanically. So we don't have any other particular... Oh, welcome, Ruler. Yeah, welcome back to you. Looks like Bill is rolling for Cinder. We're going to use 8 as that was the first number. And let's take a, we'll take a quick look. We're going to go tool number 8. Now we have a goodly amount of maneuvers. We can take 7. We are a tribal marauder, Outlander. We were raised by wolves or some other animal here who values our family. We believe in the greater good, and we don't necessarily help those who should be able to help themselves. So we are someone probably more as a leader. Probably a rally. As a tribal marauder, on your turn, you can use a bonus action, expend a superior die to bolster the resolve of one of your companions. Yeah, that's some temporary hit points. So let's go rally. I think seems good for a tribal marauder. I place no stock in wealthy or well-mannered folk. Money and manners won't save you from a hungry owlbear. So we don't need to fight politely. We can push and shove, distract, or disarm because nature is not kind itself. So that's probably going to be more distracting strike. And goading for sure. You want to play into the well-mannered, right? Goading strike. Tripping to get people down for the rest of the family or the pack to attack. If we were in fact raised by wolves. I think that's going to be important. Menacing attack. Ooh, lunging attack. That defies expectations people have for sword or other sort of weapon play. And commander strike. Now this is probably not in the order that they would be taken, but given what we know about this character and how he acts, I believe that these would be the maneuvers that he would take. I'll see if I have another roll coming up here, Ruler. I don't know offhand if I do. But if I do, then I'll make sure to call on you here. Let's discover what our trinket is. That is going to be our hunting trophy, a lucky charm, something that blessed a hunt and that we carry around as a trophy from that hunt. And it was rolled to be Trinket 85. Trinket 85, a diary with 7 missing pages. Oh, so this might be a mystery. Maybe we were hunting a creature that, I don't know, maybe attacked someone else or a member of our family or something along those lines. Diary with missing pages. And we're out there trying to find the creature or find the possible victim or something along those lines. We do that for this person here. It's another form of impetus to adventure. All right. Now, we are going to get a couple, at least 2 bonus ASIs as a fighter, as we get one at 4. Yeah, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, all right. So we get 6 points to put into our scores. So let's float that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now let's build our character up. Dear Diary, the pirate monks keep... I don't know. I think these two would have a very interesting relationship in the party. I think they would get along in a very interesting fashion. Now, we definitely have someone who endures. We have someone here who is very physical and who has lived this life. He's in his prime, right? He's middle-aged. He has probably that old man strength flowing through him. So if we use the standard array, I want to say that we're tough. Let's go 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and intelligence is going to be our dump stat. We were raised by wolves. We don't care about the history of things. We're trying to survive in the woods or wherever else. We're trying to live in the now. Oh, that could be Grogrin. The kind of strength that only comes with a proper dad bod, right? So the dad bod is like, I don't have a gut. I have a couple days rations stored away for the future. That's how we can survive so well. All right, strength is 17. And charisma is 11. I think that we can spend 1 point in charisma, 1 point in dexterity, and 1 point in strength. So we go 1, 2, 3. Now we have 3 points remaining. And where do we want these to go? Now, of course, instead of an ASI, we could always take a feat in the future. Though, as we've rolled this character, we chose to go all ASIs. So if you're ever floating a spare and you're not sure what to do with it, maybe you want to round it out with a feat later or something, or it's just a straggler, you can always put the straggler in strength because you do get a mechanical benefit for having a higher strength score. Not just your modifier. And so the rest here, If we have endured, if we have gone on to do wonderful and mighty things, then we're not. I don't think we're going to use a shield. I'm not as worried about dexterity. In that case, I should probably swap out dexterity for wisdom. I think I'm going to do that. Swap out. There. I think that makes sense. And then let's put our final 2 in Constitution, because we need to be hale and hearty to survive in those wilds, to eat things that other people wouldn't, in order to just endure the elements and the battles that have been fought out in our wilds. This is going to give us a +4 strength, a +1 dex, a +3 con, a -1 int, a +2 wisdom, and a +1 charisma. If any of you are new here, I'm purposely mispronouncing that. We're just going to discreetly copy and paste this -1 everywhere here. In fact, the music we're listening to in the background is called The Wild Hunt. I figured that this is pretty appropriate for this character here. So we have +6 animal handling and +6 survival. We do have a +5 intimidation. We do have some charisma to us. We may not be super smart, but we have a presence about us. +7 con saving throw, +8 strength saving throw, and +8 athletics. And I believe, does that fill in everything? Yeah. Passive perception is 12. That's 10 plus our perception modifier. That's just our natural ability to be aware. Like, as I'm talking to you, if someone were to walk in through the door and I'm making eye contact with you here, I could still see out of my peripheral vision or hear if a cat knocks something over, even though I have music playing. And there's other passives that maybe you and your DM wish to use. A passive insight, that's your natural BS filter, or if you have a hunch that someone's lying to you. Passive investigation is kind of a way that you're able to figure things out, puzzles or how something works, without necessarily needing to roll for it. You're just clever in a particular way. There might that's reflected in, you might not be very good at book learning, but you know how to put something together. It just makes sense to you. So you don't know all the fancy engineering and other thing, the terms, but you still know how it works. And so that could be something along those lines. Our initiative is going to be at a +1, as that's what our dex is. We do not have dark vision as a Dragonborn. We are a gold Dragonborn. This is going to make our breath weapon. We have 8 plus con plus 4. That's 12 plus 3 is a DC 15. DC 15 dex. It's a 15-foot cone for 4d6 fire damage. And we're most likely going to go for our maneuvers off of strength here. I don't see why we wouldn't. So that's going to be 8 plus our proficiency is 4. That's 12 plus strength is 16. So we'll put our save DC. It's not for a spell, but for our maneuvers is going to be 16. Similar to how wisdom is our save for our monk, for our key abilities. Anything else we can put for our spell casting? That's our, said it was 16, right? Yeah. And we do have our improved superiority D10s. And we have 4 of those. While we don't have magic, we can keep this over here just in case we want to put something, or you want a redundant note. Or if you say, no, me fighter, me no cast spell, then you don't have to worry about filling out this page at all, as there's nothing that would necessarily float over here. Or you could treat, if we have this, I put it in the cantrip slot. It's not a cantrip, by the way. It's better up here, but I have a little bit more, I guess, flexibility in this area. So please be mindful of that, or you could write it over here in your, like as a racial feature if you wanted to. If we're attacking with proficiency off of a strength-based weapon, that's an 8. Dex-based is going to be a 5. Damage is going to be whichever weapon we're wielding, with keeping in mind that we do have great weapon fighting, so we can re-roll the damage die. Then lastly, I suppose we should calculate our hit points. We get all 10 at level 1. Then for our remaining 10 of our 11 levels, we get half plus 1, which is going to be 6 on our D10. Then for all 11 levels, we get bonus hit points equal to our con mod. Remember, if that goes up, it's retroactive, and if it goes down, it's retroactive. Wow. So our bonus hit points are 33. We're going to get 60 from our level ups, and then we have our 10 from level 1. So this is going to be 70. 70 plus 33 is going to be 103. We have 103 hit points right now at level 11. Far and away, the beefiest boy of the party. And we can do all sorts of very interesting things. Now, lastly, let's find out the tool that we have learned to use while becoming this this Battlemaster. Tools. And it was tool number 8 that was rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. Glass blowers tools. Glass blowers tools. I mean, we are a gold Dragonborn. We could probably we're producing some fire, and we're definitely resistant to it. So we might actually be able to do some extra cool stuff with the glass. Yeah, exactly, Grogrin. We could probably do some neat things. Now, did we learn glass blowing from wolves? Maybe not. We could have picked this up, of course, as we became this Battlemaster. But this could play into something else. This could play into, if we weren't raised by wolves or another animal, what if we were taken in? What if we were raised by red Dragonborn instead? Or we were raised by wolves, but we were found and brought into some sort of a civilized society. But by then, we were enough of a feral child that while we were trying to be taught well about wealth and well-mannered and nobility, we just don't place stock in it because we already lived a portion of our lives surviving, and no one cares what your scroll of pedigree says if a bear is hungry and wants to eat your guts. So in this case, maybe this was something that was refined, but it played, like, that was the one thing about civil society, because it played into our fundamental nature as a fiery Dragonborn, is it helped us learn how to harness our breath and our creativity to tap some sort of a primal something that is then even lauded by the wealthy. In fact, part of this this Outlander, or at least not taking stock in the wealthy, not that he's out to rob people. That might be how he obtains his own wealth, is by selling these things which are so easy and natural, but people are so willing to part with them. That could be something along those lines. Or the glass blowing. might have something to do with the diary that he found on a hunt and that he carries. That could be a part of his own personal mystery, or that around someone that maybe he'll meet one day, as he's been trying to find out what happened regarding the diary's owner, if it's not him, or the animal or other creature. Maybe it was a human, a very animalistic human, that did something bad to the diary owner. Raised by drakes? Yeah, it could even be raised by drakes then. So very wolfish reptiles. So that may not be a bad idea, Ruler of the Shed. Is it wrong that Amazon has my RTX 4080 Super inside of an hour of me since yesterday, and I'm mildly annoyed that I have to wait until tomorrow to get it? I guess that depends on when it was ordered, or it's in a warehouse that, like, could you just go to the warehouse and pick it up yourself, Bane? Is that how it works? Or what if they were raised by kobolds and now think they're oh, so our Dragonborn could have been raised by kobolds and wasn't necessarily taught how to be a dragon by them, but was brought up as if as if he was a mighty gold dragon and is very full of himself, which is also why he loves and adores his family, but realizes, y'all got to take care of yourselves because I can't take care of all of you. Shipping between 2 warehouses in Michigan before being sent out to delivery. Ah, okay. Well, congrats on your upgrade, Bane. What are you moving from into a 4080 Super? 3 kobolds in a what, Rip Artist? Also, the Dragonborn is oddly skilled at using traps. Yes, that's there you go. That's true. That is one of the starting kits, or one of the starting items you get as an Outlander, is a hunting trap. You're upgrading off this 3080. Okay. What are you doing with your 3080? Do you have an older computer you're throwing it in, Bane? Yeah, 3 kobolds in a coat. And he wears that coat to this day, remembering his family. Maybe nothing tragic happened, or it continues to, but kobolds are ever replacing their numbers. He has a very busy family, but he grew too big for them and needed to strike out on his own. Moving it into my in-person computer downstairs, it's used to run FG and the TV and the... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. I gotcha. Wait, FG's at Foundry? That's the platform you use for your VTT, right, Bane? What's the G then? Oh, Fantasy Grounds. Okay, Fantasy Grounds. It frees up a 3060. Well, what are you doing with your 3060, Bane? My question stands. Okay, you use Fantasy Grounds. Yep, it is a tale. It's 3 tales, in fact, as old as time. But you know what? They keep getting away with it, so why change what works, Ruler? Why change what works? So instead of wolves, maybe we could put kobolds. We were raised by kobolds. Well, if she doesn't want it, and it's available, Bane, let me know what you're asking on it, and I'll see what I can do. But there we go. So we have our gladiator, multi-classed light cleric champion fighter, our lawful good one at that. We have our chaotic evil, our researcher sage, who is a gold dragon blood sorcerer tiefling. We have our old pirate. He is 88. He's venerable. We have our old lawful evil pirate, Way of the Four Elements monk tiefling. And then our final character of this party, about whom we are going to write an adventure, We have a neutral good tribal Marauder Battlemaster gold Dragonborn. This is a this is quite a party, and I think we can make a very compelling scenario for them to interact and to grow and to really provide something compelling. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ruler, but what I will do, because I will need dice rolls in the future. If you are here for our for these workshops where we are building together, I'm gonna refund your channel points, and you can spend those on the next exercise that I will need rolls on. Good work, everyone. Oh, I love this process. Yeah, well, Ruler, that's all the store ghost. That also brings us to 13 people away. We are 13 people away from this Tiamat event. But yep, it is the tried and true art of the upsell, Ruler. You know, it is my way to be unethical and to force people into compulsory actions in order to stroke my own ego. You're just gonna have to come back and continue to participate in workshops and events. You know, in this extension of a friendly local game store. Oh, miss me with that.